What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. I've been doing a lot of thinking about giving up on YouTube and how people just quit their channels seemingly out of nowhere. People who I thought had potential, and then just for whatever reason the algorithm didn't pick them up. Their videos they made weren't interesting enough. Their life got too busy, whatever the reason was. I've seen people just quitting more often now than ever. And it got me wondering, am I going to quit my channel? JT. Those of you who have been around here for a while would know that I used to publish videos all the time, and I've slowed way down because life's gotten a lot busier. And I think that has to do with coming out of the pandemic and life getting back to some semblance of normalcy. But I also wonder if it's just not seeing the growth that you hoped out of YouTube. And it got me thinking when I saw Radical Rick publish a video the other day on April Fool's Day, no less, about him quitting YouTube. And while some people in the comments thought it was an April Fool's joke, I'm like, I don't know. I listened to the video. If it was April Fool's, it was some pretty damn good acting, Rick. But honestly, he made a lot of valid points and reasons why it's just not worth it to him. Publishing videos is a lot of work. And for people that do edited videos and long formatted essay videos and stuff that I used to do on this channel, it's even more work. And if you don't see the payoff in it, it may not be worth it for you to keep making the videos. And it's almost like, it's not a slight against the successful channels, but it's almost like you have to have something wrong with you in your head to keep banging your head against the wall. If, assuming your main purpose and goal on YouTube is to get views, which the vast majority of creators want to be seen, that's kind of the reason to make content, is to have it seen, which I always get a kick out of. It's always the people that aren't creators. It's always the strictly the viewer that gets mad, saying, oh, if you expect to grow on YouTube, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and if you thought you were going to be popular, don't even bother. It's like, no, you got to shoot your shot. And YouTube is currently the direction the world has gone. I've had some of my friends hit me up being like, oh, you were so ahead of the curve, dude. You started a YouTube channel before everyone started YouTube channels, and you were at the forefront of it. And now I want to do it. And now I want to make videos. People that definitely don't want to make videos they feel the pressure of society forcing them in the direction of creating a YouTube channel. And I'm kind of all over the place here, but I guess what I'm getting at is, like, I get why there's a lot of people having their come to Jesus moment with YouTube and being like, it ain't for me. It's too much work. I mean, hell, me making these videos in the car on my commute or wherever, in the hot tub, or even if I'm in my office at my house doing them, it's a ton of work no matter what to do this. You have to record it. You have to edit it if you make any mistakes, unless you're RGT85, you just leave the nose picks in there. But you got to do some work with them. And you got to publish it, you got to upload it, you got to wait for it to upload, you got to create a thumbnail, you got to do the meta tagging, you got to do all this, the description, the sharing on social media. It's a lot of work. And I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. It's a lot of work to get into, far more than I would have ever thought when I first started making YouTube videos. I thought it was as simple as hitting record and publishing something. It's like, no, it can be that simple, but there's a lot more work behind the scenes for people that want to get their work seen. And while some people don't put that effort into it, I always kind of find that a little bit odd. if their main purpose of their video is to get it seen, and then they're like ashamed to share their video out there, why are you ashamed of it? Like, show it. But anyways, I digress. Back to the whole Radical Rick thing that got me on this tangent in the first place. I think coming out of the pandemic, people are realizing it's like, you know what, there's more to life than YouTube. There's more to life than just sitting at home and recording something and hoping to grow, hoping to hit the right notes on the keyboard, and whatever you do ends up potentially working. Maybe it's immediately, maybe it's a few weeks, maybe it's 10, 12 years, maybe it's never. That's the thing with YouTube, is you never know when it's gonna hit. So it takes that special like thing wrong with you where you're just like, I don't care about rejection. I don't care how much I fail. I'm gonna still keep doing this. And that can't be faked. It can't. You have to really feel that way, because if you're faking it, eventually you're gonna come to Jesus and be like, nope, ain't for me. Who am I fooling? I can't do this anymore. And it brings me back to my channel. Am I gonna quit? I don't foresee that, but I also don't know like how often I want to publish videos, and if that's gonna be weekly, monthly, annually. Like, it doesn't matter. I feel like people put these time frames on themselves to pressure themselves into getting a video out there, and I'm like, stop stressing over YouTube. YouTube is like it will come when it decides it will come, and sometimes that moment never happens. But all this pressure people put on themselves, it's not healthy. Like, it's not. There's been a lot of great things that have come out of YouTube. Friends I've made, experiences I've had, things I've learned. So many great things to offset the horrendous things that have come from YouTube. With the doxers, the weirdos, the people coming at me and my family and all that other stuff. It's a weird double-edged sword. But at the end of the day, I don't let people scare me. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna make my videos. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about. And while I do want to get my videos seen, I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Like earlier today, I loved the Dungeons and Dragons movie. I saw it twice, absolutely loved it. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a video proclaiming my love for this movie, even though I know it's not going to get a lot of views. It's like, I want to make the video, I'm going to make the video. And sure as hell, I make the video, and it's not gotten many views relative to the other videos on my channel. And it goes back to the point of the haters, if you will, on YouTube, the viewers that just want to see you fail. They will tear you down for making videos that are definitely gonna bring in views. I could whore out the Intellivision Amico till the cows come home and get a ton of views all the time on it. But I don't do that because I like to think I have a smidge of integrity. Do I still make Intellivision Amico videos? Hell yeah, because when I want to talk about it, I'll make an Intellivision Amico video. But I think the problem is, like, people will tear you down no matter what you do. So you just gotta do what you want to do. If my intention was to just blow my channel up and just whore it out to get as much attention as possible, I'd make videos every day. I'd put a lot more work into it, and I'd focus on the things that got the views, like the Intellivision Amico currently, which is ongoing for like 5 years now. But currently, there are things to talk about that will bring views. And there are things to talk about that won't bring views that I still want to talk about. And that, unfortunately, in the algorithm of YouTube, will ruin the growth, because it needs the hit after hit for the algorithm to share it out and expect it to go out and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, what are people coming to your channel for? Are they going to come for you, or are they going to come for what you're talking about? And if they're going to come for what you're talking about, that sounds really boring and really exhausting. If people want to come to the channel to hear me and my opinions on things, then hell yeah, have at it, because that means I get to talk about what I want to talk about, when I want to talk about it, on my terms. And at the end of the day, isn't that what YouTube was meant for? Like, isn't that why it was popular at the beginning? Yes, it's changed and morphed into some weird algorithmic mutant. I don't know. All I'm saying is YouTube ain't what it used to be, but that's not scaring me away from it. But I feel like the moment of awakening is here for a lot of channels. A lot of people are looking themselves in the mirror and wondering, what the hell am I doing this for? Because views were good during the pandemic. Now, it doesn't seem like there's much to talk about. Now, it doesn't seem like my views are coming like they used to. I'm not getting the subscribers I used to. I'm not X, Y, and Z like I used to. And is it worth it anymore for me? And at the end of the day, I think that's what it's going to come down to for a lot of channels. So, what do I think about Radical Rick leaving? If it's not an April Fool's joke, hey, I get it. I mean, I went to his channel because he talked about things that I was interested in, and I enjoyed his opinion on those things. But then when he started talking about freaking NBA games and weird stories in the news, and I'm like, what? Who cares about that? He got like 0 views. Nobody went to his channel anymore. And I think he got frustrated and depressed. I don't want to speak for him, but I'd imagine that's what happened. And he kept going. He kept at it longer than I thought he would, actually. Hoping that he could grow a new audience in whatever realm he was trying to go in. And it just didn't work out for him. And I feel like he was trying to grow and trying to be something. Like I said, a lot of YouTubers are. We all are to a certain extent. And when you don't meet your expectations, it's very self-deprecating, self-defeating. You feel depressed. And you start to question yourself and get into all that stuff. And it's like, you know what? No. If that's what's happening with you, realize that there are more important things out there than YouTube. But if it brings you happiness and it brings you a focus in life and gives you something to look forward to, there's something good to be said about that with a healthy balance. Like everything in life, find that delicate balance and try not to stray too far from it. I'm going to leave it there. And no, I'm not going anywhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.
Smash and change.